Welcome back, everybody! Me, Malcolm, here again, and today we're doing another kaiju review, and today it's a little different. This one is the robot cyborg Moguera. He's a little too tall. I call him a her, because it looks way better. Because of the eyes, you may have known. Alright, let's get to the review of the Moguera figure. And, yeah, he's gonna be really interesting. And this figure is probably one of the best paint jobs of all Godzilla figures. I give it to say. This is probably my favorite, but you may have noticed the mouth and the ears on top of the antenna or whatever. They are not like the original, because these are toothpicks and this is paper for the mouth. Because this one was a real rarity, and I could not find a single one with the mouth. Some of them you can. So I got this over $200. That was crazy, or even more. It was probably like 300. Yeah, I have to cost $300 on this thing. It's still one of my favorite figures. All right, let's get to the articulation. All right, so now we can just look at the figure completely. Okay, let's do off the arms. They move 160 degrees completely. There you go. Arms move. Also, you may not known, see the nose? The nose actually spins. I thought that was one of the coolest designs that they ever did for a kaiju. You may have noticed the mouth is crooked, but the mouth is supposed to be more like that, sort of, I think. I don't know. The antenna is fan-made, and I made it because the old one was starting to fall apart. Also, this is clay, if you did not notice. It is. The feet are cool. Let's get to the drill behind it. Yeah, there's the drill. I wish it was more bigger, like about my hand, like that. But it's close enough. It's a really small drill, but it's close enough. And there's the tail. Also, the tail moves. Sometimes the legs kind of doesn't go 360 because of the legs. And yeah, that's the articulation on Moguera. The detail on this figure, it is just so well done. Just look at the paint job with the gold and the whole thing. I don't think Moguera's arms are supposed to be this blue. I think in the movie, Moguera's arms were about like that, I think. I don't know, but it's just my theory. And you can also see the mouth where the old one was. That was never on the figure. So, there's the paint job. And now, let's talk about the history about Moguera. So Moguera first appeared in the Mysterians. He was in a mountain and destroying everything. And he was not a friendly robot. And he was completely a destructive force. And you guys may be thinking, like, why am I calling her a girl? Because look at the eyes. You see that? See the eyes right there? It looks like a girl, It just looks like it. And that's what I was thinking, like that. Because I always been calling her a girl because of the eyes. I seen that like last year, and that's why I called him a girl. And her voice sounds like a girl. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And Moguera never really returned throughout the years. Only her new appearance was the Heisei era. It was Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla from 1994. That was her new appearance. And she also made a guest appearance on Godzilla Island, who was just a worker kind of machine. Oh yeah, I didn't remember this, but here we go for the Mysterians again. Let's start right back. So Moguera was destroying a city. I think he was like this. I'm calling him a he for this one. He was destroying like a city, and he was like walking to the side, firing tanks, and everything else was attacking Moguera and looking over to the side. And then at the end of the film, Moguera like comes closer to a ridge, and then explosives came down and destroyed the Moguera mech. She was like kind of like that, sort of, when she got destroyed. She was more to this side though. Made it look like she's been destroyed. And now in the other scene, there was a second Moguera. I think it was called Moguera the second or Moguera the number two, whatever which one. Wikizilla told me about that. I mean, they posted a video about Moguera, so I kind of remember what it does. Moguera like digs underground, and the whole stuff on the ground was like getting destroyed. And at the end of the film, Moguera's last scene is where he was like in the ground, and then bonk, he was completely gone after the end of the film. And he also had been hibernating for a lot of years. He needed a new job for the new films, maybe like part of the Godzilla series. And yeah, that's the end for the Showa era, but they also made a television show called Godzilla Island that's supposed to be a spin-off series of the Godzilla universe. He doesn't really do much. He's just more of a background character. I mean, he did got one role in some of the scenes where he was in the cave and he was attacking Godzilla, and that's about it. And he's also in the episodes a lot more than the other previous kaiju from the series. Alright, so let's do size comparisons. First up, we're going to do with the atomic monster, the flying monster, Rodan. You can really see the different sizes compared to Moguera and Rodan. Oh yeah, I repainted his chest. Maybe we'll do a double feature sometime with Gauss or something from the Gamera series or the Gamera franchise. Because you know, guys, every time I talk with these kind of videos, the words kind of mix it up with the captions. So I'm just trying to get it right as possible. Alright, that's the end for Fire Rodan, or just Rodan. Now, Moguera has always been a space monster, but we're also going to use for the reference between King Ghidorah, the 1964 version. I heard there's going to be a 1972 King Ghidorah. I checked it on Google, and that's where I found it. I got this at G-Fest, the King Ghidorah figure. The Moguera one was never available, and I could never find one. So I found this King Ghidorah at G-Fest. He was only like probably like $60. It wasn't that bad, but it was still worth it. Alright, so let's see what we got next. Oh, I know which one. Godzilla's most hardest opponent that we've seen in the Showa era. Hedorah. Yes, Hedorah is the small one here. This is his crawling form that we've seen in the film, that where he was looking at Godzilla. And speaking of Godzilla, here he is next to Hedorah. I mean, next to the others. You can see how tall Moguera is compared to the other monsters. He is ginormous. I don't know how tall he could be like that, but Moguera is supposed to be about that size, and he's way too tall for the kaiju. But, you know, I'm still going to keep him for a remake of the Mysterians. Okay, so we only got 3 more left. I mean, 2 more, sorry. We got, Daimajin from the Daimajin trilogy. And also the unbelievable Varan. Yes, and now we got the whole duo of the monsters from the franchise. And there you go. We got the whole gang together. Yeah, Daimajin is pretty small. I think Moguera needs a second mold so we can make it fit in with the others. I think that would look better. I mean, Varan is a pretty good size comparison with Moguera, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my review. I hope you liked it, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Oh, like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and hit that notification bell, sorry. And like and subscribe, comment what was your favorite part, and we'll see you next time. See you, everybody.